Welcome to NPS Now, your source of news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. And with me today is Dr. NewL Gabriel. She is a school board member and local physician here in Norfolk. Welcome to NPS Now.
Thanks for having me here today.
I'm glad to have you. I've been having several of the board members come on the show to do an up close and personal to get to know them. And I do know that you are a pediatrician.
Correct.
An emergency room at CHKD.
Correct.
You are the busy mother of
Correct.
two pretty little girls, and you have another baby on the way.
That's right.
How do you balance your life, family life, and career?
I ask myself that all the time. I know what my priorities are. Families first, and part of being a good mom is being involved in their education, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do the school board. But I have a very supportive family that cares for them while I'm doing my school board activities, and I couldn't do it without them. So between work and school and family, it's a complete picture for me, and I really love every piece of what I do.
Now, are you a graduate of Norfolk Schools?
Yes, I am a very proud graduate. In fact, when I'm in the emergency department, I wear my Granby High School polo shirts, and a lot of the patients are very excited about that because they see that there are alums from Norfolk Public Schools that are very successful in giving back to the community, so I'm very proud.
Share with us a little bit more about your background.
Well, I am originally from Norfolk, grew up here. I attended Little Creek Elementary, and then I went to Azalea Gardens Middle School. My family moved, and then we went to Granby High School. I have a sister and two brothers, all Norfolk Public School graduates, all very successful, still working in the area. My mom went back to school to get her teaching degree and ended up teaching for Norfolk Public Schools, first at Lafayette, Winona, and then at Granby High School. And unfortunately, she passed away a couple of years ago. But her legacy and wonderful teaching demeanor and everything is pretty much what inspired me to go forward and do school board activities, because she was so active in our lives with the PTA involvement that she was in.
And it's interesting you brought up the PTA excuse me, involvement, because we had a meeting last year, and your mother, a picture showed up on the screen of you and your mother, and you both had the same dress on.
That's
and
right.
She was involved with PTA.
That's right.
So she truly inspired you to want to come back and serve as a board member?
That's right. She would always make a matching dress for my sister and I, because she was on the stage handing out the citizenship awards, and she wanted everybody to know whose children she had. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the recent Reflections award ceremony because my nephew is now a second grader at Larchmont Elementary, and I wanted to be able to hand out his award to him, but I had to work in the emergency department that night. But I'd like to carry on that legacy that my mom always did for us.
So how long have you been on the board now?
This is my second year.
Wow. Do
I
you
know.
think you're going to continue on?
Oh, absolutely. I really enjoy it. It's a worthwhile endeavor. There's so many positive things, so many positive changes that I look forward to seeing through. So I'm very excited about it.
As a board member, what are your top 2 goals that you want to see accomplished during your tenure?
Just 2.
Oh, I'm sure there's many more.
I have a whole list. The first goal is full accreditation, hands down. The second goal is to change the way that our community views Norfolk Public Schools. And I don't just mean the Norfolk community, I mean the whole Hampton Roads area. I think that Norfolk Public Schools over the past several years has had some concerns about how they're looked at from other community sources, and I really want to shine a positive outlook at some of the wonderful things that Norfolk Public Schools offers, myself being a very good graduate of many programs that they've offered, between the Learning Bridge program, the EVMS Magnet program, and the debate and forensics team that Granby High School offered me, which kind of launched my career into medicine, and my minor was in communications. So I want to increase the awareness of some of the wonderful aspects of Norfolk Public Schools, but definitely full accreditation, better awareness of Norfolk Public Schools, and then of course increasing the academic rigor for all of the students that we have here.
And you really think that you've really been pushing those goals of yours right now?
It's a very long and hard process, but yes, we have to start somewhere. And I think that with our board and our Dr. King, although he's not new right now, he's in his second year also. I think that we all have wonderful ideas that we're trying to begin good implementation of.
What's some advice that you would give someone sitting at home watching the show and saying, I wonder if she can do it as a mom, a doctor, and board member and community member? What advice would you give them about becoming a school board member?
If you have the passion and the right goals in mind, and you care truly about this city and the fact that schools make a difference, then you should put forth your application to be on the school board. It's a lot of time commitment, so make sure that you have time available to dedicate to it, because it's so much more time than I had anticipated.
How much time do you think you spend a week, just a week, doing school board duties?
I would say at least 1 to 2 days, full days a week, between returning phone calls to parents, checking emails, reading data, reading reports, and that does not include coming to our meetings.
Wow, so you've really inspired someone to get on the board. I'm just kidding. But no, you're right. It's the passion
That's
and the
right.
commitment.
That's right.
And you're really ingrained in the school district, you and your siblings.
Correct.
I heard an interesting little tidbit, factoid about you.
Okay.
This isn't your first time coming here in the Channel 47 studios. Tell me about that experience.
I don't remember when I was here last time.
Oh, we've got footage. A little birdie told me that you were here years ago and that you participated here in Channel 47 on the news.
It's distant memory. See, all of those medical school facts and everything had to push some things out of the way. So,
well, we'll remind you later.
Right. But I did want to add just one last comment. I'm so appreciative for the teachers that I had in Norfolk Public Schools. Yeah. They are wonderful. They're so dedicated. They are the reason why we have so many successful students here. And our teachers are the heart of this school system. And I'm very appreciative for them. And I want them to know that I'm going to work very hard, being that my mother was a teacher, very hard to right by them and to encourage them to do the best that they can. And if there's anything that I can do to help support them, I want to be able to be very open-minded and available to them for that.
And I'm sure they appreciate you and making those wonderful comments about them. and your mom's service here too for Norfolk Public Schools.
Some of my teachers are still here.
Really?
Oh, yes. I'm not that old.
Well, I'm sure they're proud to know just how successful you and your siblings have become after
Yes.
matriculating here through Norfolk Public Schools.
Yes.
Well, thank you,
Yes.
Dr. Gabriel, for giving us an up-close look at you. Congratulations on the new arrival that's
Thank
coming
you.
soon.
Thank
We want
you.
to thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you. We want to thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more NPS Now.
Welcome back to NPS Now. I'm Steve Sutmiller, Senior Coordinator of Athletics. Today in the studio we have Cassandra Meeks Payton, head varsity cheerleading coach at Granby High School, and is also our coordinator for a big event that's coming up at the middle school level. Cassandra, welcome. Tell us a little bit about what's coming up.
We have a big event coming up, March 22nd, Northview High School. It's the middle school cheerleader competition. It consists of the 7 middle schools in Norfolk plus the 3 middle schools in Portsmouth. It will be at 1 o'clock. The cost is $5 for adults, $2 for kids.
Okay. All right. Middle school cheering's been going on for a few years. You've been the backbone behind it, coordinating the event. Tell us a little bit about what goes into pulling this big event off, because many people attend, and over the past few years, it's been a nice show.
Yes, the cheerleading has grown as a sport in general. It consists of getting a DJ, getting the judges. All judges are VHSL certified, so we're just not pulling in any kind of judges. It consists of getting the teams ready, going out, making sure that the coaches are well trained and know exactly how to, what the judges are looking for in a routine. It's a lot of hard work. For each team perform no more than 3 minutes, and it seems like they're doing a lot, but no more than 3 minutes.
All right, this is the middle school level is obviously a springboard to the high school level. So why is cheering so popular today?
I think because it's competitive. Today, we like being competitive. You know, you want to be able to say, or, you know, my school did the best. And cheerleading has grown from the time that I first started coaching. More and more girls are wanting to participate in it more. I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Okay. You mentioned the judges, that you have to line up judges, and they're certified judges through the Virginia High School League. What does a team have to prepare for the judges? What do the judges look for in an event? Because that's something new. I'm a cheering dad. I've been around it for a long time, and I still don't know everything that they look for. So what do judges look for?
Well, there are 5 major things. Each score sheet consists of 100 points, but the 5 main things that they look for is motions, jumps, dance, stunts, and tumbling.
Okay.
And those categories are 15. And then you have 5 categories, overall performance, formations, and things of that nature.
So in preparation for an event, that's what teams are training. They're trying to train in each aspect of what the judges are looking for.
Yes.
So what's probably the most difficult thing for a middle school cheerleader and even a high school cheerleader to train for?
I think the most difficult thing is stunting, because you definitely have to be safe. You have to teach the girls how to be safe. We have a lot of concussions going on lately, and the main thing is to teach your girls how to protect the head first and the feet last.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so safety is addressed in
Yes.
everything that we do, and that's nice to know as a parent, and then
Yes.
also just as an athletic trainer that's working with the teams, that the safety precautions are being addressed.
Yes.
All right. Again, you've said that cheering's evolved over the past few years. We have at the high school level, we have 2 different types of cheering, and we have that at the middle school too. We have sideline cheering, and then obviously the competition cheering that we're preparing for right now.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Well, sideline cheerleading, we don't stunt. We're basically there to root our teams on and keep the crowd involved in the game.
Okay, so they're a sideline support system
They're
for
support,
the
yes.
teams,
Yes.
and they're needed. They bring great excitement to the crowd.
Yes.
Good sportsmanship is displayed with all their cheers.
Yes.
So how does that transition them into competition cheering? Is it the same group, or do you have to try out for
You
a
have
new
to.
team?
You actually have to try out. Everyone that's on sideline is not on in competitive cheerleading. You can open up tryouts to the whole school for competitive cheerleading as well as sideline. A lot of kids don't want to cheer sideline, but they want to do competition.
Okay. So, as a coach, what do you look for in a quality cheerleader? How do they make your team? What separates them from not making a team?
Technique. A sideline cheerleader may have rhythm and the motions, but when it comes to competition, they can't stunt. You have to be able to stunt. We look for tumblers. We look for overall what can this person give to the routine that you're putting together.
Okay. All right. As a coach, you have your tryouts. Just how many student athletes try out for a team? And I know there's a limit in competition of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like it's a popular event. So what kind of numbers do you look at a tryout?
At a tryout, I can say for Granby, 150.
Wow.
150, and again, you can only pick 20 girls, and you can have 3 alternates. So it's safe to pick 23 because anything can happen, any injury or anything. You want to be able to replace that person.
What about at the middle school level? What do teams look at in terms of numbers of girls and boys trying out?
Oh yeah, we have girls and we have boys, and you will see that on Saturday. A lot of teams do have guys. The numbers are growing. As I talk to the coaches, more and more kids are coming out, and I'm asking them, how many people are trying out, and they're saying 50 and 60 kids are actually trying out for the teams.
Okay, great. All right, let's go back to this Saturday event at Norview High School, 1 o'clock. what can you tell the parents in terms, I mean, it's a popular event. I mean, how involved are the parents? How involved are the grandparents, the aunts and uncles? I mean, what's the crowd look like?
The crowd, it sells out every year. For the past 3 years, it has been selling out, and I anticipate it to sell out again this year. Tickets will be pre-sold from 9 to 10, and then they will be sold again from 11 to 12. The doors will open at 12 o'clock.
Okay, and so you need to get there.
You need to get there, get your ticket.
Okay. Well, a lot of good information. We're excited for this upcoming event. We hope a lot of people attend. Again, it's a good fundraiser for the middle school athletic program, but it's also a good event for the student athletes that are involved.
Yes.
So we want to thank you for being here. You share a lot of good information, and we'll look forward to seeing you out at the cheering competition. More NPS Now after this.
Welcome back to NPS Now. With us today is Tamela Richardson, the pre-K coordinator, and Leila Times, early childhood specialist from the Early Learning Department. Welcome, ladies, to NPS Now.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you. Pre-K has become a very focal point here in Norfolk Public Schools, and making sure that we educate all of our children from pre-K to 12th grade. And you all have some exciting opportunities coming down the pike. Tamela, currently you're spearheading a PreK Roundup. What is that program?
Yes, it's actually a pre-K and kindergarten roundup, and so the goal is to get the entire community engaged in registering and getting all of our early learners into classes so that we can provide a foundation to help them with learning success throughout.
So what made us begin this new initiative?
Well, actually, it ties directly into our mission to become the cornerstone of a proudly diverse community. We wanted to have a community event where we can get lots of vendors to come in to share information and give resources to our parents so that we can have our students ready for kindergarten.
So who are we partnering with? You mentioned some vendors. Who are we partnering with for this initiative?
Oh, we have Ready by 5.
We have the Norfolk Library, who's been a part of this initiative for several years. We also are working with Smart Beginnings of Southampton Roads, and several of the health department. That particular entity will come in and they will provide resources and services for parents, making them aware of what's available in the community to support their efforts in rearing their children there in the practices.
Why are we catching them in pre-K and kindergarten?
Well, we want to make sure that parents are informed on how they can best prepare themselves for kindergarten. That's the first start. Now, our pre-K program is a program that's actually designed for at-risk students, so we're not at the point yet where we can universally serve. So if we can get them in pre-K, then they can have a jump start on what it needs, what we have to make sure that students know before they enter into kindergarten. And there are some standards for our state that we want to make sure that our children are aware of, prepared, so that there's future learning success, building that foundation.
So when is the pre-K Roundup or pre-K kindergarten Roundup? When is it going to be held?
It's actually going to kick off on April 22nd. It's going to be at all of our high schools. So all of the feeder schools will go to the high school with the future in mind. And we're starting on the 22nd. We'll run all the way through Thursday of that week and then start again on the 29th and end on the 30th.
So what are the times so parents will know when to come?
5:30 to 7:30 each night.
So how are we reaching these parents to let them know, Leila, about this activity?
Well, one way we're reaching them, this is a great venue opportunity now to see this particular segment, but also we're going to put out flyers. Flyers will be placed in all of our elementary schools. Will be sent home to parents, inviting them. You'll find information, and even on our website will be information for parents. So we're going to communicate with the parents, and of course our parent liaisons within the school building will have that information to relay to all of our parents.
Now, is there a participation level where, like a deadline, you have to sign up by this particular time, or this many parents only can participate? Are we trying to get every single pre-K parent in the city of Norfolk.
We welcome them all.
And we're trying to get every 3 and 4-year-old child by the age September 30 to come out to this particular roundup to receive information about the services that are provided through Norfolk Public Schools, with the emphasis on increasing the readiness skills of our children once they enter kindergarten.
And what are the times again for those days?
5:30 to 7:30.
5:30 to 7:30, those 4 days. Okay, we're going to definitely put up a board by the end of the show to give that information.
Awesome.
What do parents need to bring? Is there anything that they need to bring with them when they come to this event?
Absolutely. We need to make sure that parents are coming with a proof of residency, also an original or a copy of a certified birth certificate is important. The pre-K parents will fill out a family data sheet. We will verify those forms on site. We are also, for kindergarten, we can collect physicals. For pre-kindergarten, what we will basically be doing is verifying address and age and collecting the data sheets. Kindergarten registration, we can move forward with collecting shot records. Those need to be up to date. What else am I forgetting?
I think it's just the main thing in filling in an application, making sure that we have your address, all kind of pertinent contact information that you will need to bring. And like she said, your proof of address, the child's social security card number,
Yes.
and also a copy of the birth certificate, which will not be left with us. We will take copies of those, but they need to bring that pertinent information.
And what would be great if we did get every parent to come? So would that
Yes.
guarantee them, if they come to the PreK Roundup, that they will have a spot in pre-K?
No, it is an application process. So what will happen is we will take those family data sheet forms that they fill out back to our office. We will score them, and then we will get list out to the schools of those students that have met the requirement for placement in a classroom, and those that will be waitlisted as well. And we hope to have word out to schools and parents by June 30th.
And this is a great initiative. And I don't think this is the first time we've done this.
This is the second
This is the
annual.
Second annual. Second annual.
Now, I think last year, did you all partner with the city?
Yes, we did. We partnered with the city, and that was a Ready by 5 initiative, and that's an initiative from birth to kindergarten, which helps to prepare parents to ready their children for kindergarten. So we were able to partner with the city of Norfolk with this initiative, and of course we will do the same thing this year. So this is our second year, and we had a wonderful turnout last year, and so we're hoping to even have a greater turnout with a number of 3 and 4-year-olds in our city.
So we're going to partner again with the city with this
Yes,
initiative?
we are.
Great, because I remember that all the excitement around that, and it was just kind of
yes.
great to see all the little babies come out and share information with parents. So if people want additional information after watching this show, what would you advise them to do?
We will definitely be having a banner put pretty soon on the website. They can also call to the Early Learning Department.
Give us that number.
And that's a number that's not tattooed to my brain yet.
Well,
You know what?
I
I
have that
know it is
number. It's 628.
Okay.
757-628-3922.
3922, and that's the Early Learning and Support Services.
Yeah, Early Learning Title I office.
Early Learning Title I office. See, your office numbers and names have changed.
Yes, yes.
But still same great services. Wow, well, I'm excited. We will definitely help advertise that activity for you all on here on Channel 47.
Great,
And then
thanks so
also on
much.
our website, too.
Oh, great.
So, anything else you want to share about the pre-K program?
Awesome. Now, just, I think that we've given good information for parents today. I thank you for allowing us to come and share what the expectations are for this great event. It's going to be a fabulous family community program, and I'm just excited to see all those wonderful little darlings coming in.
Yes, we are, too.
And one thing we actually will have some great incentives for parents as well. So the children all walk away with a nice goodie bag, some resources that they can take home, and we're going to work with them and teach them how to share books with their boys and girls. And so it's going to be an exciting time when parents are going to, and children are going to get some resources as well. So we look forward to all the 3, 4-year-olds and kindergarten students who are ready to enter Norfolk Public Schools for 2014-15 school year.
Great, great. Give me the dates one more time.
April 22nd through April 30th. Okay.
From 5:30 to?
From 5:30 to 7:30, and I believe that there is a break. It won't be on that Friday,
Okay.
but it'll be April 22nd through the 26th, I believe, and then the 29th and 30th.
Great information. Wanted you to repeat it again because I know parents are grabbing paper and pencil to write the information down.
Great.
Again, thank you all for joining us today on NPS Now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Great. And we want to thank you for watching NPS Now. If you have any great story ideas, please share them with us, and you can send them via email at npsnews@npsk12.com, and continue to watch us online at www.npsk12.com or right here on Channel 47. Again, thank you for watching NPS Now.